We heard love story ringing out there, Nyck. A great way for you to start your last weekend with the team.
Yeah, it's really unbelievable how the race played out, and also this last few events, or really since Monaco. Not always it's worked, and there have been difficulties, but more or less, we've been scoring consistent points again. Honestly, coming into this building this weekend, I thought everything was fine, but today I haven't eaten. I just feel anxious. I feel weird. I've been probably the grumpiest guy inside my team, and I've just felt, London always kicks me in the nuts somehow, and I was kind of expecting it. And so, yeah, super kind of relieved that I've finally had a race here that's go to plan, and we can show the performance we had, because the car that I had in free practice, in qualifying and in the race, was really unbelievable, and that's credit to the team. Super proud to have a race win and a race, this season, that we win on pace. There's no doubting that Berlin, was all about strategy, a different style of race. Shanghai was in the wet, but today was about being efficient and fast. And before the end of this season and coming to the end of our chapter, is super nice to be able to tick that box.
How frustrating is it for you that you've had an incredibly strong second half of the season after the first half of the season?
I wouldn't say frustrating. Of course, it wasn't ideal to go through a rough start, but honestly, when I look at Oliver Rowland, he's been the benchmark this year. I feel like he should have more points than he does. He dominated Sao Paulo and didn't get the 25 there, and I think Miami, something else, was the same. So everyone's got their story. Everyone's got their races where they miss something big. And I'm just more grateful than anything that we've ended up getting our things together come the end of the season and be in a position to fight these guys.
Talking about the race, you obviously had those two attack modes over Nyck. Given the sort of strength of the attack mode with the new Gen 3 Evo car this year, how confident were you that you could get that move done? Obviously, you might have had extra power, but it's still London.
Yeah, honestly, it wasn't easy. Nyck's a very hard guy to pass. He races hard. I think the difference today was the first stage of the race, but also the pace that we could have in the pit stop window. I was very, very worried that we were undercut by one lap to guys that were only 3 or 4 positions behind us, and I actually, in the pit stop, was sitting there and not happy on the radio that we were going to be undercut, because it would kind of destroy our race with the energy advantage that we had. Today was all about needing to find that clean air to have speed. And then the key for me, in all honesty, was when I came out of the pit stop, I just jumped Stoffel as he took attack. But he had 3 minutes 50 of attack on me, and we had the speed in that pit stop window to kind of keep up virtually with Nyck and Pascal, but I could keep the position on Stoffel. And so as soon as his attack ran out, then I knew it was game on, and we were in a good position. So yeah, key to have the attacks at the end, but I'd say a bigger thing was that pace in that period.
Excuse the joke, obviously the love story with Jaguar TCS Racing ends tomorrow. We saw a nice video earlier this week celebrating your success with the team as you prepare to move on next season. They're going to need to update that to start with, because obviously it's 5 wins now. Where does this rank in your 5 victories while driving for Jaguar TCS Racing?
Genuinely at the top. It's not really sunk in, but it's been a tough one, as I said, coming back to this building, 12 months on, gone through a lot. Obviously, this season, it's hard, obviously, knowing it's the last weekend. My family here, the team's got a lot of partners here. It just makes it incredibly special. And yeah, when you can do it with a fast car and the team operating faultlessly, then it's very, very nice.
When you see London in the calendar next year, are you going to come into it, despite what happens tomorrow, with a maybe more positive outlook? It's maybe erase some of those memories from last year?
You know, I probably talk about it too much, but I feel okay talking about it. The thing is, coming here it's one of my favorite tracks. I think qualifying wise, I've got easily my best qualifying average here. I feel very, very strong on one lap here, so I really enjoy coming to this track, and I think qualifying here is probably one of the best moments of the year for me.
Okay, congratulations again, Nyck Cassidy, race winner. Nyck de Vries, good to see you back in the paddock and back here on the podium. Another track that you seem to do okay at most recently, and you must be happy with the progress that Mahindra have made this season.
Yeah, I think as a team we're very pleased to be back on the podium. It's obviously an important time of the year to finish the season on a high. I think we've showed great performance all the way through this season, really. I think our qualifying average has been competitive, but we've been lacking kind of converting that speed and performance into tangible points, or let's say not consistently enough. And yeah, this weekend offered another opportunity for us to show that we had the base and to try and learn from the season we've done. So I think the team gave me a great car, and I think we've been very not lucky, but today we just executed a good day and happy to be back on the podium.
Knowing you had Nyck behind you with those two attack modes, was there anything in your mind that you kind of thought you could keep him behind you? Because obviously the attack mode is this season a huge advantage.
No, I mean, two with a small energy advantage was too much to fight, and I tried a little bit, but kind of decided that it wasn't worth the battle and the fight. And as Nyck explained, I think the beginning of the race and that attack mode window was the crucial part, and Nyck was able to build a bigger energy advantage over us in the beginning, and then once the window opened, he managed to have the base without the attack mode. I think here it's the delta between 350 and 300 is not as big, but I mean, they deserved the win. They were clearly the strongest today.
You obviously qualified very well, which has set up this podium for you. How confident are you of replicating that again tomorrow?
I mean, every day is a new day. We are happy today. I mean, today was very tough. We actually picked up a puncture just after our out and warm-up laps in qualifying today, so I only had one lap at the end of the session. So there was a lot of pressure to get that lap in. Yeah, we'll enjoy this moment and try again one last time tomorrow.
And of course, we don't have pit boost tomorrow. How differently will that make you approach the race from your strategic point of view?
I mean, I watched a little bit of the race in Berlin, race 2 from far, because I wasn't there. But I would advocate strongly for almost boost charge races only. It just offers much more normal racing and not such extreme scenarios as we've seen recently in Berlin race 2. So yeah, I think we should go for that all the time.
Okay, maybe you can have a word with the powers that be. Thank you very much, and congratulations again, Nyck. Pascal, very important podium for you with Nyck Cassidy, obviously with those 3 race wins from, 4 races now, I believe it is? I mean, it must be very impressive. Yeah, it must be. I've heard Love Story too many times. Obviously, but, you know, finishing second in the championship, I know it's not first, but you want to secure that, and, you know, Nyck's scoring big points, so you need to make sure you're keeping up and you're on the podium, and you did that today.
Yeah, well, that is not the focus right now. The Drivers' Championship is gone, and honestly, it doesn't really matter if in the end we finish second, third, or fourth. Important for us is the Teams' Championship and the manufacturer ones, and today we've made a big step towards those. So yeah, overall a very positive day.
Obviously, we have the Teams and the Manufacturers' Championship as well, and Jake Dennis scored points for Porsche as a powertrain manufacturer, so also very positive, while the Nissan powertrain struggled.
Yeah, it goes quickly. Yeah, don't know what to say. I mean, who would have thought, like 5 races ago, that Nyck would have had a strike of so many good races? So it can go super quick in Formula E, and yeah, you can never underrate someone. Underestimate, sorry.
That's okay. Should Porsche secure these 2 championships, how much for you personally would that go towards making up for not quite being able to defend your championship this year?
I think overall it was still a positive season. Finishing second, third, whatever in the drivers, probably winning the teams and the manufacturer ones. You cannot say it was a bad season at all. So, obviously not what we hoped for and what we work really hard for, but still very good season. That's out of doubt.
And finally, with Nyck mentioning pit boost races in every race would be his preference, what's your take on that?
No, I quite like the mix of it. I wouldn't say so. No, I would not vote for that. Should be democracy.
Perhaps. I feel like
he is the king of the starting at the back and coming to the front. So.
Yeah, right.
Not today.
No, generally speaking, you're good at it.
Thanks.
I have to ask your opinion. Well, I mean, like, we've got a vote for either now. I mean, you got the casting vote here, it seems, Nyck.
Need to see how my car is next year.
Okay, perfect. Right, we've got some time for some questions. If you'd like to ask a question to any of our drivers, please raise your hand. And a microphone should appear. Okay, I'll pass you this one.
Hi, it's Graham Keeler from Motorsport News. Got a question for Nyck Cassidy. Seemed in qualifying you weren't happy with your tyre temperature, so what was happening there?
Yeah, exactly. It's just no secret here. We're struggling to get a bit of temperature in the tires. Teams have different techniques to keeping them warm. The hard thing for me was being the last on the pit entry. After the session, you're at the back of the queue, and then it takes a while to go through the weighbridge, etc. And I was kind of just saying, well, you lose all the temperature compared to someone who comes back to the weighbridge first. Being Group A, I don't know if Nyck felt similar, but it's quite a long wait between Group A and the first duel, and it makes that first duel quite tough. I guess by the third duel, for example, you go faster due to the tire temperature. It's nice of Nyck to confirm.